Right now we're inside Sultanahmet I Mosque, and this was built under the reign of Sultanahmet I. That's why in Turkey it is called Sultanahmet I Mosque, but in the Western world, in Europe, it is known as the Blue Mosque. If you look behind me, or if you hold up your device and turn around 360, look at the ribbon-like tile work, predominantly bluish background color, given the ambiance inside this place, a blue color. One can feel like he or she is inside a kind of blue heaven. So that's why probably Europeans and Westerners named it Blue Mosque, even though the original name is Sultanahmet Mosque. And it is standing right next door to the Sultanahmet Square, which was once upon a time a hippodrome. And here we're standing at the balcony of it right now, and this was allocated to women to pray once they came over here. And if you hold up your device up there towards the semi-domes and the central huge gigantic dome, one can see still bluish paintings and the calligraphy with gold plates decorating incredibly detailed embellishments and decors of this mosque by very, very talented art masters in the late 16th and early 17th century. And beautiful stained glass windows with multiple colors. With the daylight through them, the mosque's interior was illuminated in the daytime. And if you turn your device around here, you can see the chandeliers hanging down from the central dome and the other soffits and the semi-domes for the nighttime prayer to illuminate in here. And there are 4 gigantic and very thick columns here. And these were to support, together with the soffits and the semi-domes and pendentives, the central gigantic dome. And as rumor goes, Sultanahmet I wanted something very, very imperial and gigantic in dimensions in order to rival right next door standing Hagia Sophia, which was the greatest cathedral for about 1,000 years for the Christendom, and chose this location to overlook at her, Hagia Sophia. And if you look inside and outside this beautiful architecture, one can realize that in terms of its elegance, this is really looking way better than that one. And here, Muslims are coming for 5 times a day: morning, midday, afternoon, and evening and nighttime, and pray to God. And this is considered, that's why, house of God on earth, one of them. This particular mosque was the only one imperial mosque back in the 600 years lasted great Ottoman world empire, with 6 slender minarets around the corners of the mosque and her courtyard outside. And the number of the minarets was probably important in order to show the power and the might of the Sultan, who had donated, you know, the money to build that one. And that's why Sultanahmet, the first mosque, was to be known in the Islamic world as the only one imperial Ottoman mosque which had 6 minarets in comparison to the other ones, even though they were built under the reign of great, powerful and mighty sultans of Ottoman Empire.